You know, in over 30 years of practicing medicine, I've met thousands of patients with diabetes, especially those over 50. Many walk into my office with anxious eyes, convinced their life from now on will revolve around pills, insulin shots, and blood sugar numbers. But I always tell them diabetes is not the end of the road. It's a reminder, a message from your body that it needs you to treat it with more care and patience. And sometimes change doesn't have to start with something complicated. It's not about expensive treatments or extreme diets. It can begin with something small, a simple food that if you make it part of your daily life could transform your health. Today, I wanted to share with you three companions like that. Three foods that have helped my patients time and again to manage blood sugar, protect the heart, kidneys, liver, and even memory. And I believe if you give them a chance, they could do the same for you. Chickpeas, the steady friend of your pancreas. I remember Linda, a 67-year-old patient who came to see me one crisp autumn morning. She said, "Doctor, I'm just so tired. Every afternoon I feel drained, foggy, and can't focus." When I reviewed her diet, I saw her lunches were mostly white bread and pasta foods that cause blood sugar to spike and then crash. I suggested she swap some of those carbs for chickpeas. 3 months later, she returned and her smile said it all. "Doctor, those sluggish afternoons are gone. I garden, I read, and I've even started taking art classes." You see, each cup of cooked chickpeas gives you about 15 grams of protein and 13 grams of fiber, a powerful duo that helps blood sugar rise slowly after meals, avoiding the sharp spikes that overwork the pancreas. When the pancreas gets a break, the beta cells, the ones that make insulin, have time to recover, extending their healthy function. But that's not all. Chickpeas contain choline, a nutrient that nourishes the brain, improves memory, and reduces the brain fog so common in people with diabetes. And thanks to their resistant starch, chickpeas also feed the good bacteria in your gut, improving insulin sensitivity and lowering inflammation. I often tell my patients, 1 cup of chickpeas a day, whether as a salad with olive oil, a serving of hummus with veggies, or roasted for a crunchy snack. Simple, delicious, and powerful. Lentils, relieving of the pressure on both heart and pancreas. Evelyn, a 72-year-old who had been living with diabetes for over 15 years, often complained that her blood sugar would dance after every meal, spiking high and then dropping fast. I suggested she add lentil soup to her lunch a few times a week. Just a few months later, she called me, "Doctor, not only is my blood sugar more stable, but I'm sleeping better. And in the mornings, I no longer wake up with that heavy-headed feeling." Lentils pack 18 grams of protein and 15 grams of fiber per cup with a very low glycemic index. This means glucose is released slowly into the bloodstream, avoiding the sharp spikes that put extra strain on the pancreas. What I love most about lentils is their high content of resistant starch carbs that bypass digestion in the small intestine and make their way to the large intestine, where they feed beneficial gut bacteria. When your gut microbiome thrives, your body's ability to control blood sugar and fight inflammation improves dramatically. For the heart, lentils act like a natural shield. Soluble fiber sweeps LDL cholesterol out of the blood, while magnesium and potassium help relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. For the pancreas, they significantly reduce the workload of insulin production, helping beta cells live longer. I often advise patients to make a hearty pot of lentil soup with carrots, celery, tomatoes, and a touch of turmeric. It's easy to digest, and it gives you that warm, comforting feeling like you're nourishing yourself from the inside out. Tofu, pure protein, easy to digest and a powerful anti-inflammatory. George, 65, was once a die-hard red meat lover. When I suggested he swap a few meat-based meals for tofu, he laughed. "Doctor, how could tofu ever taste good?" But I showed him how to marinate tofu with soy sauce, garlic, and ginger, then roast it until crispy. 3 months later, he came back, not only with improved lab results, but with a smile on his face. "Doctor, I've found my new favorite food." Tofu, made from soybeans, is a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids. Each serving delivers 10 to 20 grams of protein, low carbs, zero cholesterol, and is rich in isoflavones, plant compounds that reduce insulin resistance, fight inflammation, and protect heart health. For the pancreas, isoflavones reduce oxidative stress and protect beta cells. For the heart, they lower LDL cholesterol, improve blood vessel elasticity, and keep blood pressure steady. For the kidneys, tofu's protein puts less strain on filtration. For the liver, lecithin in tofu supports fat metabolism and helps prevent fatty liver buildup. Tofu is incredibly versatile. Stir-fry it with leafy greens, add it to curry, roast it, or blend it into smoothies. Pair it with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or toasted sesame seeds to help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins more effectively. Diversifying your protein. Beyond just these three, I always encourage my patients to diversify their plant-based protein sources, adding quinoa, chia seeds, almonds, and more to ensure the body gets all essential amino acids and micronutrients. A varied diet doesn't just meet nutritional needs, it also keeps eating enjoyable day after day. Spices, the silent anti-inflammatory weapons. I want you to remember spices aren't just for flavor. Turmeric, cinnamon, garlic, ginger, cumin, these are powerful weapons against inflammation and can help stabilize blood sugar, especially when paired with chickpeas or lentils. I often tell my patients, you're not just cooking for taste, you're cooking for healing. Protecting the kidneys, an overlooked benefit. Long-term diabetes often puts enormous strain on the kidneys, but all three of these foods, chickpeas, lentils, and tofu, are low in sodium, high in potassium, and easy to digest. That means less burden on the body's filtration system and a slower progression of kidney damage. This is why I include them in the meal plans of nearly all my patients with early-stage kidney complications. Chickpeas, lentils, tofu, they're all affordable, widely available, and store well. For many patients living on a pension or tight budget, that's critical. You don't need to spend a fortune to eat healthy, you just need to know what to choose. And don't forget, a drizzle of olive oil over chickpeas, a slice of avocado with tofu, or ground flax seeds stirred into lentils can help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins more effectively and keep you feeling full longer. Small tips like this can bring big benefits. You see, health doesn't come from sudden dramatic changes. It comes from small choices repeated every single day. Today, you can start with a bowl of lentil soup, a chickpea salad, or a serving of grilled tofu. These simple dishes repeated over time can become a shield protecting your heart, pancreas, kidneys, liver, and even your memory. I want you to remember this. Managing diabetes begins with your fork, not just the pharmacy. Every meal is a chance to choose health. If this video has been helpful to you, please hit like and subscribe so I can keep sharing practical, easy-to-apply medical insights to help you live healthier every day. And don't forget to share this video with a friend or loved one, because today might be the day they start changing their life. I'll see you in the next video.